Welcome back to the podcast.
To the podcast. Jesus Christ, you're so bad at this.
Wait, this
Welcome
is
back
a
to
podcast,
I'll Make a Stay Out of
right?
You. Yeah. But I always say, welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where blank.
Oh,
And then I fill in the blank with whatever comes to my mind. You want to try it? Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Let's reset. You take
Okay.
it. You go ahead and run with it. And then just invent whatever you want to say.
Sure.
Podcast
No, I got it. I've got it locked in. I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the
Oh, no.
Word
You
vomit.
fucked it up.
See?
You fucked it up. You can't be scripted.
No,
be scripted.
That was my plan the whole time.
That was your that was your plan?
Wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where we watch
Fuck up the intro.
What? No, we don't fuck up the intro. We watch Finding SKZ God Edition, Episode 3. And Tom does his homework.
I did do my homework.
What was your homework?
I'm so
Enlighten the class.
Look. Hold on. First of all, can I just say I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should feel proud of yourself. I'm proud of you too.
Okay, my homework was to really give Go Live a proper listening to.
Oh, okay.
so that I could determine my favorite song from the album.
Oh shit. Yeah. And how did it go? How many times did you listen to it just one time through?
So
what are we talking about?
Here's what I did. I just sat here. I turned on the album and I listened to every single song.
Okay.
And I evaluated in my head what I thought of that song. And then I went back to some of the songs that I thought I enjoyed more than the others, listened to them again, wrote down why I like them.
Oh
yeah.
My goodness. We get a full fucking book report.
No. It's not like nothing,
report.
not paragraphs or anything. Just like a little,
but like
this is what I like, like,
okay,
here you go.
Sure.
Like a couple words,
Yeah.
And then I went back and I would play one and then I would jump to different parts in it. And then I would play another and I'd jump to different parts. And then in doing this, I have come up with not only my favorite, but my top 5.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Order.
In order. Oh, okay. Let's hear it. What's number 5 and why?
Oh, you want the lowest first.
Yeah. I want to build up to number 1. Yeah.
Okay. Number 5, God's Menu.
Whoa! Blown away. I'm blown away.
You thought it was
going to be higher. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it made the top 5, but I thought it was going to be higher for sure.
Here's why it's number 5.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
Here's why it is at most number 5. And I can't get into why it's not 1 through 4, right?
Okay.
But why it's number 5 is only because of the Michelin star line from Felix.
What? It's the best line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's great.
Oh, you're saying that's the best. Okay, I thought that you were saying that brought it down.
No,
I was like, whoa.
That is the line that makes it number 5.
Okay, weird. That's so weird to me. Because I was expecting you to say like that it didn't go higher, because I feel like the number one criticism I hear of God's Menu is it's too short. It's like 2 minutes and change. Like it is not like a long song, and like it so hype that it gets me going, and then it's just like, oh, it's over. Backdoor. Good. All right.
Yeah. Sure.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Okay. So you want number 4 now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Okay, number 4, Easy.
Hey, all right. Yeah, I like Easy.
Easy,
cool.
And the reason for this, my little notes on it are, 'cause the raps are so good.
Oh, it's true. It's absolutely true. And I don't know if I ever made this correction, but when we did our Go Live album, I had said that Ta was what they promoted, the B-side they promoted, and I was wrong. It was Easy. They did do a performance of Ta at an award show, and I must have seen that and been like, that's the one that they did, and I just never questioned it. But no, the B-side was Easy. So I had a whole thing about like, I can't believe they didn't promote Easy. It's so good. And it turns out I was just wrong. Yeah, Easy's good. All right. So that's good. Yeah. All right. So what's number 3?
Number 3, it's funny about number 3 is I can't tell you why it's number 3, but it is.
Okay.
It's Pacemaker.
Oh, yeah. Stray Kids, huh? Yeah, it's a good song.
It's good. It's my number 3. I don't know why, because I didn't write anything about it. Like, it's just the song.
You just like it.
Yeah,
that's okay. You're
just
allowed.
like it.
Yeah. Wow.
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Ooh.
I'll tell you. I only wrote. It's not even 2 words. It's a word and a 2-letter abbreviation.
Okay.
For this song, so I'm gonna tell you what I wrote and maybe.
Wait, can I guess?
Before I even say it?
Well, I want to guess what the 2-letter abbreviation is. Is it AF?
It sure is.
Because of course it is. The only other thing is that like I don't know what the word is. Is it hard?
It's a 4-letter word. It does start with H, but it's not hard.
It's not hard. Hype? Is it hype?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what song is
hype
it?
AF.
What?
Is it is it Haven?
No! You were so close.
Oh no.
It's Ta.
It's Ta. Oh yeah, of course. Ta, of course. Yes, yeah, that does make sense. It is a very hype AF song.
Ta is hype AF. And so if you want a song that's hype AF, listen to Ta.
True. At least as far as Go Live goes, that's true.
Right.
But it's great.
Now, my number 1 song from the album.
Number 1. Mm-hmm.
Which is hype AF, but not as hype AF as Ta, but is just a super upbeat song. It's got good vibes. It's really easy to listen to. It's the best song on the album, in my opinion.
And that song is
Haven.
Yes. Haven is such a good song.
Yeah.
It is. I think it is my favorite off the album also. I mean, obviously, I just love so many tracks off of this album. Like, I just can't do without it. But I don't know. I'll also, while that is said, I think like a day or 2 ago, I was talking to Jeanette and I was like, you know what? I don't think that Go Live is my favorite album. And I was just like, I'm just suddenly realizing that the songs that pop into my head are all from a previous album, from last year's album. I won't say what it's called. Chat knows what I'm on about.
Oh, I see. So you're giving me spoilers without allowing me to have the spoilers that you're referencing?
That's right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is very rude of you, and I don't appreciate
I'm a
it.
rude
Let's talk
person.
about Go Live and the thing that we just watched. How about that?
All
Let's do that
right.
instead.
Fine. Yeah. But Haven, I think, is also my favorite song off of this. If I need to feel hype or happy or anything, I can put it on. It's so good.
Right.
So yeah. Okay. All right. You did the thing. I'm very proud of you. And
Thank
you're
you.
gonna have to do it again, in like 2 episodes. So
Oh, great. Okay.
yeah, because we got another album coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what you get into.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So we've got we've got Go Live. We've got Finding SKZ God Edition, episode 3. First question, first point of order. Tom, did you take any notes?
No.
Okay, all right. The no's have it.
I went down there. I got to get some water, and Anna was like, "Did you take notes?" I was like, "No," and she was like, "No, I believed in you."
Of course. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I believed in you too, but I also knew what the outcome would be. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Yeah, this was a great episode. This was an episode where they actually were doing a lot more of the sports competition to see who would be able to swap outfits or gods with another member. It was awesome. It started off with a like battle where they had to rip balloons off each other like Mario Kart style. Everybody was on a little like bouncy ball, but Lino, because he won the first challenge from the last episode, got the advantage of being on a bike, which was really small and hard to move around. So it wasn't that much of an advantage. So,
Yeah.
that was cool. That was super fun. It was cool to see the strategy that went into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my notes here.
Oh, you took notes?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. But again, like I write them very sparingly, and then this time it's definitely backfired on me because I'm looking at it going, okay, so I wrote Felix looks good, and then I'm like, okay, I have no idea what I meant by that. I'm sure he did look good. I think I meant that he was just doing a good job bouncing on the ball. I think that's what I was getting after. But I'm just reading this going, Felix looks good. And I'm going, okay, that's generally true. But I don't know. Changbin and Ian got out first and then did commentary from the sidelines. Felix looked good. It's true. Changbin and Ian went out. Everybody else went out. It basically came down to Hyunjin, Lino, and Sungmin. And honestly, I think Sungmin made the wrong choice by teaming up with Hyunjin. Everybody in the midst of the competition forgot that he had the plastic pants. Thank you.
Right.
Everybody forgot he had the plastic pants, and it basically came down to Lino tried to run away from them. Failed at it. He got his balloon was taken by Sungmin, and then Hyunjin just betrayed Sungmin's trust and took his, and so Hyunjin was able to get rid of the plastic pants, the JYP god. Then they did another sports competition where they were all inside of bubbles, like the big plastic like air-filled bubbles, and had to knock each other out of bounds. And this was hilarious. I mean, one of the best scenes in the whole series here. Just people going flying, falling over. It was great. I loved it. It was a battle royale, and I wrote almost no more notes about this episode because here's the thing: is that it was so fun and funny and engaging that I was just like, I just was watching it.
No.
I have one more note, and it's for the next challenge. But I do have a memory
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. We've done many episodes with no notes, completely off book. Don't worry. This is not a strange thing for us. It's fine. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I thought Lino was the favorite to win this, honestly, because he's got a he's like the one of the strongest members. He's got a really strong core and his legs are really strong. And so I thought going into this, he was just going to be blasting people out. And that is true. He did do well at that. He made it into the finals, but then he lost unexpectedly, I felt like, because he's just like he was just on his game, especially during these episodes. But I'm just like, he's so fit that like I expect him to win every physical competition he goes into. So, it's just one of those things where I go, I think he's gonna do well, and then he didn't. Felix won, and like Felix is my bias, right? But it's Stray Kids, so like, do you really have a bias, or do you just like him today? You know what I mean? Like, you see Lino out there beating the shit out of people with his plastic bubble, and you just go, you know what? I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can like all of them.
I do like all of them.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good for me. And now we got to figure out, I don't have to worry about it until Thursday, but I need to figure out what Stray Kids stuff I need to take to my desk.
Your desk at work?
Yeah, because a lot of people at work know that I'm like into Stray Kids. And in fact, one of the people that I work with really closely, I'd talked about it a few times, just jokingly in a meeting that we have. And this week she was just like, hey, just want you to know, I've been listening to the latest Stray Kids album. And I'm like, whoa, really?
Shit.
Yeah, so now, and then that just turned into like, we got to have an actual meeting and we could just talk about K-pop stuff. And I was like, okay, all right, now we're talking. So I feel like, like my cubicle at work, it used to just, it still has some stuff that like represents me in a way, but because it's got like, like a Godzilla figure and stuff, because I love Godzilla. But I don't know, these last 2 years have been pretty Stray Kidsy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of Stray Kids stuff. I'm gonna take a calendar with me because we have multiple calendars, and I think I'm gonna take one of the 5 albums that we have from the most recent album, and so that'll give me a lot of stuff to work with. But I don't know. I'm just trying to think about like what else can I bring? Do I need to like buy an extra poster so that I can like buy some?
God.
Maybe I'll buy some decals.
I don't think you really need to
put
put this much detail into it. I mean, I'm happy that you want to, but it's not like a requirement.
It's not a requirement, and yet, like when my boss walked by and was trying to say goodbye to me, and I didn't hear him, and I pulled out my headphones, and he was just like, "Oh, I was just trying to say bye," and I said, sorry, couldn't hear you over the K-pop," and then he laughed. But the thing is that it's really good, so why wouldn't I be listening to it? You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. So, Felix won. He knocked everybody out, and it was pretty epic. I mean, like in his individual round, he was doing a lot of rolling. It came down to him versus Han, and in that matchup, I thought Han was going to win for sure, because like Felix has a deep voice, but he's sunshine. Okay, like he's like. He's a gentle boy. You know what I mean? Like he can make brownies, but he can't make the bench press go. Does that make sense? I don't know. It was just surprising, and he, I know he has really excellent body control, and I'm sure he's getting stronger all the time, but like at that time, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Felix does have abs. It's a good point. Yeah, so he's got the core strength. you just never know. You just never know with these boys who's going to come out on top. So, yeah. I mean, we already know that Han is good at stealing things from the other members, stealing their jewelry, right? From a past episode that we had watched. So was that was the 9th season 5, right?
You think I remember that?
Well, maybe.
No.
No, it was. I believe that is correct. It was the 9th season 5 where they did that. But
Well, I'm
anyway,
so happy that you could remember stuff like that.
well, I have a memory. I'm probably wrong. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. They did well. I think Felix kept his own because he went with his, which is like the money god or whatever. He gets access to the corporate card, so he can like spend money like crazy, and he doesn't have to spend his own money. So he was like, I'm not giving up that item. That's not a thing I'm going to give up. So nothing changed other than they had a lot of fun, and it was fun to watch. So that was good. They moved on to a bonus game where they had to throw rubber shoes at a piñata, a plastic piñata. I don't know. I'd never seen it before. It's like a reusable piñata, which I think is really smart. Maybe we could do with more of that. I think I would use piñatas more if it was reusable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've had an occasion. I mean, I've had an occasion because birthdays, but I've never been like, you know what? We're getting a fucking piñata this year.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
But if I had a reusable one, maybe I would. But maybe I wouldn't. Anyway.
Oh my God.
What?
Which one is it?
I'd be more likely to do it, but I think I'm not likely to do it in the first place. So how about that?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that works. They had to knock it open, and then a bunch of pieces of paper that were folded up fell into the ground, and they had to find one within 30 seconds that would allow them to switch their name tag with another member. And Lino won this one and swapped to Ian's. And Ian had one where he would get Korean food. He would get to eat Korean food. So that's nice. They like Korean food. I mean, they should. It'd be weird if you were like, yeah, I'm from Korea, live in Korea, but I fucking hate Korean food.
I mean,
but I'm glad they like it.
It could happen, I guess,
Well, I mean, I think that it's come up before because, not because he didn't like it, but like Felix was from Australia, right? So he wouldn't have had, I mean, other than what his mom would have made at home. But moms tend to make things more palatable for their kids. They may not make it in the way that it was originally made. And so one of the
if
things
they're good at cooking.
Right. Well, one of the things that Felix loves about being with the members is, I think Ian specifically likes to take him out and likes to get like traditional good Korean food. So they do that together.
Right.
And before anyone asks, I don't have any more tteokbokki in the house, so don't worry. We don't have to worry about that. We didn't eat any more of that, by the way, that night. I think I ate one rice cake, and Jeanette, I think, probably ate like 1 or 2 bites, and then we had already eaten, so it's not that surprising.
Mm-hmm.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
So after that swap was done, they went to the actual final round, where they all had cones on their face along with like blindfolds, and so they could only see out like the little like pinprick hole at the tip of the cone. And then they spun around in circles, and they all had pillows, and there was like a pillow fight where they had to knock the cone off another member, and if you get your cone knocked off, you are out. And chaos ensues. They all swung their pillows so fucking hard, like they were out for blood.
Yeah, they were.
the quote that I wrote down was from Hyunjin when he was on the sidelines and Seungmin took someone out and he just goes, one shot, one kill. Yeah. So it was pretty great. You saw Han swinging around two pillows. He's trying to dual wield. He didn't do a great job at it, but he was certainly doing it. But eventually, I mean, like the hero that came out on top was Lino. He had a few close calls. The most amazing thing I feel like that happened in the whole challenge was I think it was Seungmin coming up behind him, and then he just like ducks as he approached and like totally dodged the swing. It was pretty incredible. It was
Very
a marvel
impressive.
to see. Yeah, he's got a good awareness of the space around him. Clearly, it's not like he's like a professional dancer or anything. So
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be like.
I can't. I mean, I could imagine what it might be like to be a professional dancer, but not a professional dancer. Because I've been playing Dance Dance Revolution, so things are getting pretty serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll get myself some pads and
I mean, the only real problem is that if they ever make you move again, it would suck if you had like metal pads and they were like, "All right, go back to Spain."
I'm not going back to Spain.
No, fuck that.
No.
But it would suck to move those. I mean, I can already testify it sucks to move giant metal pads around. I've had to do it a few times, and yeah, it's no fun. But they are enjoyable to have. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we might have some Logan's new friend over to play it sometime.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he made a friend.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, they're really cute together. They play. We took him to the to a to a park today, and they got to play together,
Nice.
and it was fun. Yeah,
Well, good for him.
yeah, it is good for him. He was really he really wanted her to come over, and she was like, oh, you should spend the night. You should come over and spend the night with me. And
He said that to
everybody
her?
was, no, she said that to him.
Oh.
Yeah, she like they have just an awesome time together. They were having like the best time. So,
That's really cool.
it's cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cute. Oni is giving me the sign that he wants to get out of the office.
Oh.
All right, you know what to do. I got to take my headphones off. I'll be right back.
Do I know what to do? We've never once talked about this. Every time this happens, I just fill the space with whatever happens to come into my head, which is this now. So you're welcome. uh, every time before, it's always been like real improv. Now it's like Phil's telling me to improv, which makes it not improv, in my opinion. It's different. It's like, hey, you want some anxiety? Here you go. Talk about it.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Oh, thanks.
I was back for a minute, but I was just gonna let you keep going.
Okay.
Vamp, Tom. Yeah, Jeanette's right. She said that it was we took him to the splash pad, which is true. It's like like they have like water jets and stuff that shoot out of the ground, but it was hot because it's Texas, but also there was a lot of wind, so the kids would get cold like right away, so they'd get wet and then get cold, and so we like changed them, took them to the park. They hung out at the park for like a really long time. We went over to there was like a little like sand pit. They hung out there for a while, and then everybody was more hot because it was later in the day. And then they were like, "All right, fine, let's go back to the splash pad." So like we were there for like 5 hours, and they just had the best time. Logan didn't want to leave. He was pretty disappointed about it, but he really wants to like see her again soon. So, and they just hung out last week too. Like that's like they like met at the splash pad last week.
Wow.
Yeah. And Jeanette was very social and talked to the mom and so yeah, they've been chit chatting.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
They
the
all-
splash pad?
A splash pad is like it's like like not like a water park, but it's just like have you've been to Schlitterbahn, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the little kiddie area that had like the mushrooms that would have like just water that falls.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that. It's just a little kiddie area where it's mostly just cement, but they have little jets that shoot water out in different patterns, and so the kids can run through the water for fun.
Right. Okay. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
There's actually a nicer one that we want to take them to, but it doesn't open until the end of the month. So yeah.
I see.
Anyway, so
Okay.
Lino won the he won the match, the final match. And this was like one of my favorite parts of this because the prize was not for him to get what he got. He just asked the crew. He's like, "Hey, can my prize be that I get to switch to people?" And they're like, "Okay." they just let him do it.
Yeah.
And he switched the JYP from Bangchan back to Hyunjin, and yeah, it was great. I loved it. How did you? So they did give us a little bit of a preview into the next episode because they started the next day where they actually had to put their clothes on, their costumes.
Yeah.
And so we got to see, and I do appreciate them for this, for putting Hyunjin into the plastic pants and then just like parading him there for the entire time. He wasn't the last one to show up. They were just like, he's there. He's the first one.
Yeah.
And we gotta see him in every scene. Yeah, what'd you think of the outfits? Did you think he looked good? Did he look good?
Oh, totally. Yep. That's what I
Mhm.
dream about when I want to dream about beautiful Korean men.
Yeah, it's Hyunjin in plastic pants.
Yeah. 100%.
I like that he still was wearing like a brand name belt that they had to blur. So like he's still like the outfit that they
I
had
don't know
was just,
how
like,
you could even notice him wearing a belt while he's wearing those pants. Like where were your eyes?
it was above
sir?
it was above the pants.
Exactly.
It was where the pants meet the shirt,
Right.
which was just a plain white shirt, so there was nothing else to look at. Right? I mean, maybe.
Are you
maybe
saying
I'm the only one? I was studying
Wait,
his pants.
where are you supposed
okay?
to look?
Eyes up here, bud.
Below the belt. I thought.
I certainly looked below the belt, but I looked above because I thought it was interesting that there was a blur across his belt. So I don't know. Anyway, I thought maybe the next funniest one was Sungmin. Just because he had like these like weirdly proportioned pants that went all the way like halfway up his chest.
Yeah.
And then also sleeves that covered his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I like that. Although, like I actually like when I have like a hoodie if it has really long sleeves. I like to have long sleeves so that if my hands get cold, I can pull them in. I like to be cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got it's so ridiculous a little bit. I got a new hoodie that we just washed after we got it, and I put it on this morning. It was over 90 degrees today in Austin, so it was like ridiculously hot, and so probably for the first like I don't know 2 hours of the morning, I was just wearing it. It was really comfy, but very hot. Like hot, like normally it was a pullover, not like a zip up.
Yeah.
Normally I'll wear a hoodie that just zips and I'll just unzip it and wear it all year round. But this was a little hot. It was a little hot, but it is an awesome hoodie. So,
I can't do that. I don't know. Yeah, like right now it is very much not even close to being jacket weather. I can't. I just can't wear a jacket.
well, I'll tell you what I told the streamer who I bought it from.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it might be 100 degrees outside, but this is why I have air conditioning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said that believing it 100% until like an hour later, and I was like, all right, I got to take this off. All right. Well, the parade continued. We got Felix looking fly in his dollar bills, y'all. Uh, uh, we got the thing I forgot. The thing I forgot is he had to wear the shirt that had like the goofy print on it, and I thought that he was going to have to wear a print with Lee No in costume on it. But they actually went back and made IN put the costume on and took his picture and then put it on the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So it almost would have been like a double punishment for Lino if that shirt was still out there in the world. So I don't know. Although I bet they could auction it off for like a decent amount. I think there are a lot of Lee knowers who would definitely bid for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to one of them.
Knowers?
Yeah, they're Lee knowers.
Is that what's the what are Chung Beaners?
I don't. You just said it.
Don't want that to be it.
I don't know that there's anything official here. I'm just putting it out there into the universe. What? Okay, if not Chung Beaners, what about Chung Beanies?
The reason that I don't want it to be Chung just is because don't say Chung.
Yeah, I know. No, okay, all right. I know. What about Chung Beanies?
Yeah, okay. That's better. That is much better.
Yeah.
What's his fucking animal thing called?
Dwecky.
A dwack.
Dwecky. Dwecky.
I don't know, man.
That doesn't come out until December of 2020, and I think where we are, we're like in May or June of 2020, where we're watching content. So like, you got a little bit to go until we actually see that. So, even though you already know that SKZ exists, they haven't actually like put that out. That stuff comes out basically for Christmas of 2020.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Time just keeps on slipping into the future, doesn't it?
All right.
Did I tell you that we bought another one?
Another
we have a Dwecky SKZ, a little SKZ stuffy.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Dwecky one, like you do.
Okay.
But we ordered another one.
And another one.
We ordered this one during the fan meet. The last fan meet had like a merch run, and you could buy them. They had them available, so we placed the order. It was supposed to ship and or be here at the end of April, and I don't know if you've checked the calendar, but it is past the end of April. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we just didn't get our order in early enough. But I think I don't remember if it was the last episode or the episode before that, but that they for the current tour that they're going on this summer, they put up a merch store that you could buy merch for that. And so, of course we did.
Right.
And one of the things we got was a light stick cover. So, yeah, it makes it look like Felix's SKZ.
I feel like we talked about this.
Did
we talk about this?
I think
Right.
we talked about it. I don't think we brought it up.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty cool. What else was happening in the episode? Bang Chan looked good in his white outfit.
Is that what you have written down?
Yeah, no, I don't have anything else written
Felix
down.
looks good.
Felix looks good. He always looks good. Nobody's gonna argue with that. Yeah, IN had his picture put on the shirt. Hyunjin's legs existed. Lino looked totally chill in his old man outfit. Oh, Han with the fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like I was missing an important one. I thought that was pretty funny. Like it's
Yeah.
got giant fucking chunky fish all over it, and then he did a whole pantomime where he went fishing for Sungmin. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they hop on a bus and they start playing games. They're on their way to their challenge. It's going to be like a challenge of some kind. We'll find out in the next episode. And they want to stop for snacks. So Felix decides to make them all use his name to try and make an acrostic poem.
Yes.
Which, from what I can tell, is like a haiku, but different.
I think
that. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was
going to
say that the only rule I can discern is that the first syllable is predetermined, and then they do the rest.
Yeah, but I believe that the first syllable is the
I mean, that's just like a normal thing, right?
Yeah, but the first syllable, it's like his name broken apart,
right?
And then they have to start
it, yeah.
they have to just like start a line with each part,
right? Exactly,
and that's it.
Yes, quite good.
And then I guess they determine its wittiness or something.
Yes, right. Well,
yeah.
Much like any good game of let's say apples to apples, because nobody plays Cards Against Humanity anymore. It's not really based on what is a good rhyming or poem. It's what the listener Felix approves of. So it doesn't have to be good. It has to be like funny or witty or something like that. But either way, I don't anticipate. I know they're having fun. I don't actually anticipate him holding up anyone from actually being able to get a snack. So, but we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, that was fun. What'd you think? What'd you think of the episode?
It was good.
Funny, fun.
Yeah.
We were laughing our asses off
the
whole time. So.
If you obviously the people that are here right now, like that are in the stream, we're here for it. But if you're listening to this, you probably can go back onto the Twitch and watch the VOD where we watch it. And yeah, we were definitely laughing quite a bit.
Yeah,
it was good. Funny. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else do I want to say. My notes are very sparse in that there are none. But yeah, I had a good time.
Maybe I'll just be silent and just let you hang yourself with words. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys and gals and theys and thems. On the next episode of this podcast, which is called
a name.
I'll Make a Stay Out of You, we will discuss ducks and their importance in the overall scheme of the universe.
Look.
Yes.
Ducks, don't feed them. Don't feed them bread. Feed them corn. All right.
Okay. Why?
They don't digest bread very well, so give them corn. Frozen corn. It floats. Anyway,
what?
Look, it's a metaphor, all right, for all of humanity. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Don't eat ducks, bread.
Don't feed ducks bread.
Don't feed ducks.
Not feet. Okay, that is a whole different kind of podcast.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I think it's
next
time.
Episode. We will finish Finding SKZ God Edition by watching episode 4, and it's gonna be great. And then the episode after that, we're opening a new album, and Tom has more homework. I got to figure out a good way to do it, because I feel like you miss out sometimes on how beautiful our boys are in their music videos because you're watching the lyrics. So, like, do I
Yeah.
not allow you to look at the lyrics the first time we watch it? I don't know. Maybe we'll ask in Discord or something. But anyway. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for thanking your thankers. And I should sleep more and drink more water. It's good for you.
I don't know what's better, listening to a song first and then watching the music video, or watching the music video and then listening to the song.
I don't know. The music video is definitely important because they put a lot of meaning into the music videos. Like, there's a lot of, like, it usually matches the tone of the song, but there's a lot of metaphor just in the video. So if you're not watching the video, you're not getting it. But also, if you don't look at the lyrics. But the other thing is, I don't want to make you go and say, watch every video twice. Like, that seems like a lot. But I don't know.
All right. Here's what I'll say, though, is that I don't know Korean. And therefore, when I'm listening to the song without the music video, I obviously don't have the lyrics. And it's not very often that I just have the lyrics of the song that I'm listening to up, so that I can read it as I'm listening. So it's just about the vibes, man. Like, it's just got to sound good first, and then I can care about the rest.
I see. All right. Well, maybe on the next album, 2 episodes from now, maybe 3 episodes from now, depending. We will we'll do that. We'll try it with no. And also, I keep forgetting that all the stuff we're watching now is on YouTube, and so I could download it and then put it onto Plex, and you would get a much higher quality version of it.
That's true. You should do that.
I should have done that. I remember on recording time,
right?
Not before, and they record in like real time. So, whoops.
Well, that's your homework.
Yeah, that's my homework. All right, I'll do that. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye, everybody. Bye.
Oh, you know what? Actually, here's what I will say.
What will you say?
Is that I watched so there's this song that I have been listening to lately that I don't particularly enjoy the lyrics to, but I like the rest of the song. In fact, I think the lyrics are really stupid. And like sometimes I'm listening to it and I'm like, what do I still listen to this song? It's so bad. But the rest of the song is really good, so I keep doing it. And then I was showing it to Kelly, and but she doesn't use Spotify, so I had to pull it up on YouTube. And then I realized that there's a music video for it, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way this music video is good, right? Because the lyrics are so bad. And sure enough, I watched it, and now I fucking hate it even more.
Oh no.
So I may just stop listening to it altogether. So I think you should just never watch music videos unless you really like a song.
Well, it's Stray Kids, so we'll allow it.
All right.
Yep. All right. Thanks for coming to me. Bye-bye.